Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm KefkaCasselstone, and this is Star Trek Online, the Borg playthrough. Last episode, we kind of did a little bit of a twofer. We joined in with a random group to do the Azure Nebula rescue, and then soloed the Vault Ensnared TFO, which went better than I thought it would. This time, we are taking on the Crystalline entity itself, which is kind of the big bad of the Nukara TFO adventure line. I don't know. There's really not a lot of story going along with this one, so it's just kind of like Adventure Zones and TFOs. It's kind of weird, but that's old Star Trek Online stuff for you. So let's go ahead and do a private match and see if we can defeat the Crystalline entity. Admiral, a crystalline entity has been sighted. Join in the battle against this enormous destroyer of worlds. Yeah! Glad to have your assistance in these efforts, Admiral. I can give you information regarding the crystalline entity's combat capabilities and recommended countermeasures. What is the situation? We're under attack by a massive crystalline life form. The USS Enterprise encountered one of these nearly 40 years ago, and the creature was destroyed. At the time, we believed that the creature was one of a kind and hadn't prepared for the eventuality of encountering another one. When this one was discovered traveling through this region of space, attempts at communication were made, but the creature responded by violently destroying the ships that were sent to make contact. As a result, Starfleet and the Klingon Defense Force have both authorized immediate action to end the threat caused by its presence. The Tholians seem particularly interested in this entity. Perhaps they hope to communicate with it, based on their biological similarities as crystal-based life forms. As usual, the Tholians are enigmatic, and we're not really sure what they have planned. We should be prepared to defend ourselves from their forces as we move to engage the crystalline entity. Oh my god, that was perfectly timed for when the ship stopped. It's just the back blast. What do we know about the entity's combat capabilities? It focuses a matter conversion beam in a similar manner to starship weaponry, and uses this to lash out randomly at nearby vessels. This beam deals substantial damage to starships. It is capable of disabling and killing crew at an alarming rate. Dealing damage to the entity will cause a large crystalline fragment to break off into space. We've observed these large fragments seek out starships and ram into them. If you find yourself being followed by a large fragment, it's recommended that you either destroy it or outmaneuver it. Large fragments that impact a starship will shatter into small fragments, which return to the entity and apply an energy storage effect that will amplify the magnitude of the entity's attacks. The small fragments can be destroyed, but targeting them has proved exceedingly difficult, which I think is an old mechanic. The entity is also capable of going into a sort of resonance trance. It is immune to damage while in this state. An incoming weapon fire only seems to feed its rage. After it has concluded this trance state, any damage absorbed is violently expelled in a shockwave that can be extremely devastating. It is recommended that our strike force switch targets during this phase to avoid feeding the shockwave and resume fire on the entity after it has expelled its shockwave. Allowing it to absorb too much incoming damage will allow its shockwave to potentially vaporize our entire fleet. Do you have any loadout recommendations? This is a creature we're dealing with, not a starship. Weapons and abilities which impact starship subsystems will have no effect on the entity. Abilities which can deal damage over a large area could come in handy to control the number of targets on the battlefield. Maneuverability is also important to avoid collision with large fragments and to avoid the entity's energy release. I think it already destroyed, like... Oh, we can't tractor it either. Let's do the dumb and fly straight up into it. I wonder if we can tank its energy blast at this level. We are the Borg. You will be assimilated. Oh, it's time to go. Oh, this is gonna be an easy fight on normal. I hate that tractor beams do nothing. Yo, Hellfire! Thank you for the follow. Okay, this is taking longer than expected. Doggy Cam? Alright, we will do Doggy Cam after this TFO. It's going good! How are you doing today? I assimilated something. That's cool. Doing good, just playing some games? Hell yeah. Took a chunk of damage there. Yeah, what kind of games are you playing? Inquiring minds wish to know. I think the Tholians all got waxed. Crystalline entity was like, I don't give a fuck. I eat you too. God of War Ragnarok. Ooh, nice. I would love to play the God of War series. I mean, I think I have the first few games, but it's like old school on console. Graphics would be a little dated if and when we play that. Oh, he's a big chunk. Tractor beams does nothing. Tractor beams do absolutely nothing. We're slowly whittling it down, though. The Borg are nothing if not resilient. Oh, it's time to scoot. It was well timed. That was a lot of damage. I assimilated. At least I can kind of assimilate some of the crystals. Should honestly try to assimilate one with a regular deal. That way at least I have another ship running around shooting at things. I'm still in for bed. Good night. Alright, nice guy. Have a good night, dude. Thanks for coming by. See you next time. We about have this. I don't think I got it. I tried. Does it? Well, it only does the blast at certain health points, so I think I'm good. It's just finishing it off at this point. Surprisingly, Izzy, I soloed it at the same time to see if you could. You're probably doing more damage than I am, too. It used to not be this easy. Even on normal. Because before, the small crystalline fragments would heal it. And so this would be damn near impossible without destroying the fragments, but they changed how it works. Alright, move, Ronnie. Got it! Shattered! Hey! Easy way to get first place. Nice work. Crystalline entity destroyed. Here's something that's interesting. Check this out. This is something you may not know about this map. There's a space station out here. It's the same space station that they used during the Alachi invasion event. There's a Romulan space station just chilling out here. What's also interesting is this in the background here. I think that's what's left over from the previous Crystalline entity when it was destroyed, because of how it looks. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. The sea has had Crystalline has had waves and buffs of getting weakened by power creep. Used to just be a zone event and people would dump mines waiting for it to respawn. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I remember that. Actually, it used to be an event that... See, this is something you might be able to tell me, because I'm led to believe that we used to be able to fight on the galaxy map. And then they changed it to where, like, it was an encounter that you would go up to, and then it would do the instance battle. So I don't know how accurate that is. I'm really not sure, because I started playing Star Trek Online around the same time that Legacy of New Romulus dropped. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But getting first place on that, if you have a starship that has like one of the default old school bridges, you get a Crystalline entity trophy for that first place. No, always an encounter, basically, like those deep space encounters. Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure. Probably because of capabilities and what the game could handle. Alright. Well, that is going to be it for this episode of Star Trek Online, the Borg playthrough. Stop on by on Twitch streams. I'm going to be chilling here with my chat while we do another episode. But be sure to drop a like, follow below, and check out my socials down in the description. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love y'all. Bye-bye!